Yesterday, I didn't eat, I didn't have dinner, and I haven't had lunch yet, so my arms are already getting weak. Good morning. Good morning. 5:45 in the morning. No rain. That's great. It's 6 o'clock. I've crossed the river. The water has gone down an inch and it's no longer cloudy. I saw the bottom and I saw very clearly that it was very easy to cross, because yesterday, with one step more and the murky water, it was not visible. So I went to the other side, and when I got there, my navigator stopped and I had to go through again with my water shoes because I left the electrical connection. Now I'm going back to the other side. Come on, the water is freezing. Oh, my feet are dead. Man, I can't feel them. The quad is down there in the river and the tent is so far back, you can't see it. And I'm going up the trail. It's complicated here, you have to find an alternative. The problem is this: more than a trail, it looks like a river. The water but I'll get through here. The problem is the missing kilometers, because now I have about 30 kilometers until I reach the village, and from here I'm sure they've repaired the road. And what about here? I see that it is more or less the same. I can still get by here, but over there it seems to be going backwards. How cool, huh? How nice? Let's get to work. Today is going to be a great day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's 7 in the morning. God willing, how long it will take to set up camp. The sun is coming up, huh? I've got the wet clay spread out, the water canopy on top of the 360 camera, and the electronics case set up. I charge the tablet with the drone batteries, which are reversible, and then I put them inside so they all charge while I'm on the move. The tablet seems to be charging. It didn't yesterday, maybe because of the humidity, and the tent is almost folded up, but it's very wet. Today I need a place to open it, even though I spread it out, because I have a pile of wet clothes, the tent is wet, and few dry things. So today it will be time to get somewhere early and spread everything out on the clothes. So it's going to be a fabulous day. I can't wait to get going and climb all the slush, mud. What a beautiful day. I got stuck. The quad got stuck in the wheel, and since it's thin mud, I'm stuck here. Now I'm going back again, then I'll be able to get through here on the left. I think I can get through on the left, but I need energy. I need to eat lunch. Phew. I've managed to back out. The problem is that when it gets inside, the hole at the end is where the wheel went through. And if it gets in here, fine clayey mud underneath, that sinks. Here's where the whole wheel sank, and I ended up making this hole. And if I go through here with the quad, with the weight, it will sink. Let's see it sink. It's mud from this... Oh, well, come on. No food, no dinner, no lunch today. We're all set. Come on, let's get to work. I'm suffocating from the heat. I've put 4 stones and some logs in front of me. Come on. If I can make it to the other side, I'll save this part. But I still have 25 to 30 kilometers to go. In other words, if it takes me so long to go 200 meters, I don't even want to think about 30 kilometers. It's important that I don't get too close to the edge. Otherwise, I'll skid. I'll stay like that and the quad will sink. You're not overdoing it, are you? That's right, over there. Back. That one over there is even worse than this one. And the problem is that you sink over there and you sink here. I would go through here, but then you would also sink in the middle there. In other words, this is a dead end. I turn around. Come on, let's get to work. I dreamt of 8:15 in the morning, and I was back at the starting point where there was a tent. I tried to do the route, but it was impracticable. The problem is that the ruts are very big, and I reached a point where the mud was so deep that there was mud on the right and on the left. That's why when I was going uphill, if my feet had sunk in, the quad would have been stuck there like a mushroom. Why? Well, I'm going backwards. The route I did yesterday is spectacular, so I'm going to have a great time. The problem is that I'm much more tired this morning. I didn't eat yesterday, I didn't have dinner, and I haven't had lunch yet, so my arms are shaking. But I'm really looking forward to it, right? Come on, let's get to work. At 5:45, I took down my tent, then I started the route and reached Shaori Lake. I went to Tkibuli, continued to Borjomi, and from there I went to Bakuriani and Akhalkalaki. Later, I reached Ninotsminda, which is the border with Armenia. Finally, after 30 kilometers, I found a kind of hotel for truckers in Torosgyugh. At 9 o'clock in the morning, I had just come out of some mud flats and now it was a normal road. 9 a.m. dream, huh? God willing, it's the last one of the day. Spectacular, that lake over there. Spectacular, but be careful, huh? Look out, snow-capped mountains. The backside is all white. Brutal. Georgia brutal. Beautiful. Come on, let's go somewhere real for lunch. From there, my goal was to eat, to feed myself. I was very tired. So I went to Tkibuli. I arrived there at 11 o'clock and found a restaurant where I had a wonderful meal. And then I went to Armenia. Today's goal was to cross and enter Armenia. I am very short of time. So I went on to Borjomi. Let's go back. The battery was empty? Yes, you can go up and enter. I think you can get to the top. Inside is a door that must be locked with a padlock. How cool! There is a first stone ladder. Then climb the wooden ladder vertically. The others climb wooden ladder diagonally. Okay, now we close the door and stay here to live. Now we go to the top. From here we can go out and we go to another floor.
Pujant pantalons aquàtics i les botes. Molt bé, perquè està a la meitat. Vinga, amunt. I amb una mà aguantant la càmera.
Happily. And we climb up. Well, that's it. This is already the roof. It is restored. It is cement from the 12th century. It's the 21st century. I think this is the last stretch in Georgia before we enter Armenia. The landscape is brutal. I came this way, spectacular. With the population, all the clouds, it looks like a good one is brewing. The fog is coming down a lot, and maybe it will pass underneath. I don't know. If I wait too long, it will cover everything, the fog. And I'm all alone down there. But there's a big one coming, huh? Let's get to work. Come on. Finally, I reached Ninotsminda, the border with Armenia. When I got to the border, it started to rain. It had been chasing me all afternoon, but there it really started to rain. It was not a very heavy rain, but it was enough, because as soon as I crossed the border, it was raining. It was very hard to drive. Without dark circles under my eyes and without a visor, the rain hit my eyes, and it was very difficult to ride in those conditions. And with the visor, I couldn't see anything because everything was full of drops. With the lights, everything was blurry. Finally, after 30 kilometers, I found a kind of roadside hotel for truckers. There was a man in the kitchen, and I don't know what he was doing. Maybe sleeping or watching TV. He didn't speak English, but he put a lot of willpower into it because he called a girl who did speak English and explained across the distance that he needed food. All in all, the man didn't have much, but I finally got him to make me an omelette. In the end, he presented me with a plate that looked like omelette scraps with, I don't know what else in it, and a mountain of oil.